There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. RPO complete to open the drive. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. On the move, it's ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the pass. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Another ball is not free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, there is nothing more deflating when I'm a defensive player. I just got a great stop. The offense is about to get the football back, and then we cough it up on special teams. And guess what? I got to get my helmet on and go right back out there, and I got to get another stop.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now improvising. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Snags it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
On the ground, it's Kane. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Wants to fire on second down. Got him downfield. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Give to the single back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The offense changing the play. From the gun, the ground game. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his man. It's Kane. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the mark.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pulled a positive, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going over the top. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find it.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Knox. Out across the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. And he's got it inside the 35. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Lights off the defender. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
14, Kentucky, 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. if they can get something going here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Woodside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Woodside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Well, no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Knox. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Quarterback making checks. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's Kane. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-heavy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice game. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Back's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Might be changing the route. It's complete on the right side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to try.
There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna look downfield again. He makes a grab. Defense falls on the ball. Gonna be a turnover. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Like, they've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Going for it all. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He might want another play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd.
He's got it. First down and more. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
They are penned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Knox. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. He'll start this drive going to the air. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for his man in the middle. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pressure coming. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside. And he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a two-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
They'll try to get the two, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. He'll set up to throw. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Buffalo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win,